Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
So I'm gonna show you guys what it's like to work in a Japanese office.
Also, dude, this guy smiles way too much. Like, he's too happy sometimes, man. It kind of weirds me out a little bit. This is a day in the life of a typical Japanese office worker in Tokyo. Hold on. I'm also
This is Emi,
finishing
a
eating real quick.
24-year-old Japanese woman working in Tokyo, and she's just waking up.
Dude, I love Japanese films, dude. I don't know what it is.
This is her morning routine. She doesn't take a shower to get ready for work, as some may assume. Like many Japanese, she prefers taking a bath in the evening before she goes to bed instead.
I wish I could do that. But my hair, it needs to be wet.
Emi, how long does it take to put on your makeup?
5分ぐらいです。もう時間がないので適当に。
Damn, if only every woman was like that. Dude, 5 minutes? Holy moly, dude. No shot.
Nice spread, but who made breakfast for you?
いつもいっぱい教えてくれるんですけど、全然食べれません。もう時間が
I
ない。
sweat in my sleep. Oh, I only sweat
Emi
if it's
completely
hot.
bailed on breakfast. It's okay though, she's trying to be
Or
on
if I sleep
time.
under my blanket,
In fact,
which I don't
many
really do
Japanese
often.
just grab a small breakfast like an onigiri from the convenience store
I sleep
on
my
their way to
clothes.
work. So if you didn't notice already, Emi still lives with her family, which is a fairly common thing in Japan, even after graduating from university.
Well, how you doing,
commutes to
KDO?
work by train, but the closest train station from her house is about a 10-minute walk. The average commute time in Tokyo is about 45 minutes to an hour. An hour train ride in the morning sounds a bit long, but Emi is quite lucky as she doesn't need to transfer trains in the morning like others. So this is the train right now, it's arriving. It's such a long ride.
1時間ずっとこんな満員電車でぎゅうぎゅうで朝早い
Man, before COVID, dude. You're doing good? Good, man.
So Emi's office is located in the Otemachi area, which is considered Tokyo's premier business district. She works for a company called Persona, one of the largest staffing service companies in Japan. There's about
Wow.
4,000 staff in her office alone, and about 9,000 in total worldwide. Is this building only Persona people?
いやパソナ以外も入ってます。
Alright. Alright, my head's here now.
You don't have a monitor?
あります。モニターある人はいるんですけど、私はないです。
And that's Emi's boss. Super friendly.
I wonder what
And
their
this is
office
Emi's
looks like now.
As you can see, very open and colorful compared to most Japanese offices. Since Emi works in the PR department, her first task of the day is to read all the newspapers, so she's up to speed with what's going on in Japan and the rest of the world. And today's Monday,
What?
so she has to catch up on all the news over the weekend, so she's in a bit of a rush. Check out this view outside.
She just gets to read for her. That's crazy.
Is everyone here doing the same job?
そうですね。朝はみんなだいたい新聞を読みます。
How are people seated in the office?
こことこことこの3つが広報部です。
Okay.
Check this out. This
Probably
happens
9
often in
game
Japanese
PCs,
offices. This
12
lady is passing
months,
out souvenir
6
treats and unnerving.
consoles.
It's called omiyage in Japanese. It's customary in Japan to bring something back from your vacation for people in the office. It's kind of a way to show gratitude to others for letting you take a break from work and for them covering you while you're away. Oh, and there's another person doing it.
I saw
in my
that.
15 plus years in Japan, I've
I knew
never
that.
seen anyone forget to do this.
So one thing I'm really noticing is just how quiet this office is. There's not a lot of loud voices, which I guess when working in a workspace like this where it's all open, it's very, very helpful. Literally, it's like actually fairly respectable. Not a lot of people are like talking or gabbing. You can actually get work done here because like no one's too loud.
It feels like a library.
In my previous office, I used to wear headphones, but that was probably just me. But I actually noticed something interesting, and I don't know if it's something worldwide. There was a desk with a little humidifier on it. Is that something that's just Japan, or does the rest of the world where like people have humidifiers on their desk because the air is too dry?
Kind of nice.
So what I'm showing you right now is the company's morning assembly meeting. In Japanese, it's called chore, and it takes place
Chore.
every morning. I'm kind of
Everybody
surprised
say
that
it with me.
Emmy's company still
Chore.
does this,
Say it.
being as progressive as they
Chore.
are. As you see this more commonly practiced in old traditional Japanese companies. Basically, during the meeting, they share important company news from different departments. I suppose it's equivalent to today's company email newsletter blast. Then, after the company-wide meeting finishes, each department gets together and they do the same thing. Okay, since Emmy's busy with her work, let's play Curious George and explore the office a bit.
So let's just go down here and see what they
You,
have.
you get roasted if you
So
had
can
that on
see
your
this is
desk
the
in
pantry
America.
area.
True.
So she fills all the water heating pots up in the morning. It's
Well, I
then
don't
later
know.
used to make tea, which is served during client meetings
I feel like
throughout the day.
adults
So this is
are
quite
different.
interesting
Like I feel like
because
if
this is one of the
kids would
executive
roast you, you
offices
know,
here.
like if you had that in
can
your desk in like
see
a
that there's
school
no
setting,
wall here. It's
but
an
I feel
open
like adults would
space, just like
appreciate
this
it.
entire office. So I just
Well, at
found
least
out the
most
CEO
would.
has a whole stack of blank birthday cards to give out to people. What he uses it for is like he knows a lot of people apparently, and when he remembers their birthday, he just grabs a card he likes here and then writes out the birthday card and sends it. But I'm really liking his style. It's pretty dope.
Emmy, where are you
That's
going?
awesome.
とりあえず朝の仕事が終わったので一旦ちょっと朝の運動してからまた戻ってきて
What?
仕事してお昼ご飯食べます
She's gonna go work out during work?
It's crazy. She's actually gonna work out in the middle of the day. It's 10 o'clock right now.
It's quite progressive in my opinion that a company allows employees to work out during the day, let alone having a full gym built inside of the
Only
office.
in Japan,
you do need to pay a
dude.
monthly fee though, and if you want, they have personal trainers to customize your workout.
It's pretty neat that they can like work out in the middle of the day, but she's actually still wearing her suit. If you do want to come here and like get a full workout on, then you can do that as well. Check
That's
that out.
sick.
Slippers on top of my shoes. Pretty cool. So you can like come here, wear your regular shoes with the slippers on.
お昼ご飯まであと
Maybe it's in their building, so it's not that bad. No, not at
So
all.
Emmy, you have an hour
That's
until
awesome.
lunch break. What are you working on now?
淡路島の広報を担当してるので今から淡路島の案件の仕事をやります
How do you like your job?
いやでも面白いです難しいけど面白い勉強になります
So now, she's making phone calls and doing your standard computer work, checking emails, drafting documents, filling out reports, etc. You know the deal if you've ever worked in an office.
So another
Oh, yeah.
interesting thing is the CEO actually
Of course.
just sits right here in the center of the office. His chair is just right here. I think it's pretty impressive that he just sits right around everyone and anyone can just like,
Oh,
talk
he's
to
in the
him
middle.
when he's here.
Oh, he's
What do
right
you
here,
guys
right here.
prefer? Do
Okay.
you guys prefer having like blocked off cubicles or do you like this open office style?
I like the
One
open
thing, though,
office
he does have
style.
a nicer seat in the office.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
one
Yes, of
difference.
course.
So I'm in their seminar room right now. Emmy's downstairs doing her work. So let's explore the office. I heard there might be a kombini.
I love his shirt. Tokyo. Get it? It's a toe. Tokyo.
On the third floor, so
I love that
Let's go
shirt.
check it
I'm
out.
sorry, but I just realized what he was wearing. I think that's amazing.
Wow, it's a proper konbini. It has like everything you would want. And it has drinks, it has like bakery stuff, even has some bentos, all the onigiris you would want. It's kind of cool just like walking around this place.
here's a quick peek into the little boy's room. Not much different than the rest of the world. Oh wait, maybe except the sound button built into the bidet. It's helped to mask noises when using the toilet. Never really heard anyone use it in the men's office toilet, but apparently it's almost always used in the women's toilet. I guess women are more embarrassed to let others hear their, noises?
That's so cool.
About this is the global salon. Let's go inside and check it out.
Oh wow, it's nice to see the employees working on their English skills.
And so apparently they even have this open space here for everyone to use, which is nice. Look, man, Emmy has a sweet office. They shouldn't have let me just walk around by myself this whole entire time.
Dude,
Finally,
that is sick.
lunchtime.
大倉さん行けますか
She's asking coworkers if they want to go to lunch together. You probably don't notice, but she's using Keigo, which is a polite form of Japanese. So I'm guessing that Emmy's talking to her coworkers that are more senior than her, called senpai, which makes her the kohai, and it's probably one of the more difficult things to master for a non-Japanese working in a Japanese office. Oh, in Japan, it's not only polite to hold the open elevator button for everyone to get out, but sometimes people will go back and forth on who'll hold the elevator open, as it's another way to earn those office respect points.
So the third floor
Senpai. guy.
And we have salads
Well, he's
over
gonna make the
there,
video
and if
becoming
you're
a
an employee
Japanese
here,
drug
you
dealer
get a
for
discount, and so I guess we get to just choose all the bread that we
Dude,
want.
honestly,
I found out that all
that
the
sounds
food
so
sold at this
interesting. I'd
bakery
love
is
to
made
watch
in the
that.
building by the
Honestly,
company's subsidiary called Persona Hartful. They employ workers and artists with disabilities, and their philosophy is talent knows no handicap, which I think is pretty cool. They even create a lot of the art seen throughout the office, including
That's
the Olympic
sick.
designs we saw at the elevator earlier today. And what's wonderful is that the first floor cafeteria area is open to the public. So if any of you decide to visit the office, I definitely recommend getting the Shio Butter Pond. It's amazing.
この塩パンが人気です。毎日作ってくださって、今これは出来たての塩パンです。
Something else you may not know if you've never seen it before. The wet towels provided with your food is to wipe your hands before you eat. Just wanted to mention it since many countries don't offer wet towels. Another thing that might surprise you is that
We don't get
everyone's
wet
eating their
towels.
salad with chopsticks. And when you
Of
finish,
course.
you've got to clean up your garbage and put away your trays or plates if they have any. This is also common in Japanese fast food joints like McDonald's or soba shops. Anyway, I've gotten used to all these since I've been in Japan for so long. But what do you think about the wet towels, salad chopsticks, or even cleaning up
that
after
sounds
yourself?
nice, but Americans are
farm
too
up here. We're gonna
stupid
check out.
to have
So
those
we have a
things.
few more minutes before Emmy has to go back to the office. Emmy asked me if I wanted to check out the farm.
No, maybe
Yeah,
stupid is
you
too
heard
harsh of a
me.
word. We're too ungrateful to have those things, okay?
A real deal farm in the office. I
There's
was
an
pretty surprised
actual
myself.
farm?
Apparently, it's open to the public, so if you want to take your kids and pet the animals, it's all good. I personally prefer to see animals in their natural habitat, but to each their own.
You can actually come up here during your break time and feed animals. I mean, she's like pretty lucky to be here. Working
That
for
is,
this company.
they have a
don't
whole
get lot of,
animal like
Japanese
zoo,
companies like
dude.
this progressive or like that offer like so many services, but I do have allergies, so I gotta keep my mask on.
Oh, and they even have fierce-looking owls.
Yeah.
Oh, and just in case you're wondering about the animals' well-being, I'm told the facility provides 24-hour ventilation, the animals are returned to an outside farm every few months, and the owls are allowed to fly around the entire floor in the evenings.
That was actually pretty cool.
So in the afternoon, she has several meetings.
Honestly, I
packed into her schedule.
wish, dude. I'd love it.
今から先輩に健康チェックしてもらいます。打ち合わせです。
She has a health check?
あ、違う違う。原稿。文章。
So there's a difference between Genko and Kenko. Genko check, not health check.
Oh.
So basically, her senpai reviews the document she made and provides feedback to finalize it.
What's up, class? How you doing, man?
あと5分ぐらいしたらこれ淡路島とミーティングします。
Awaji Island is an island in the southwestern part of Japan. Emmy's currently working on a project there, so she has regular video conferences with that office.
5:52 right now. It's not even 6, and people are already starting to head out. I mean, if you look around, there's still people that are working.
You
obviously,
alright?
But I think we're heading out now.
I guess she's done.
お先に失礼します。お疲れ様です。
Dude,
In old school Japanese companies, it would have been death to leave the office before your superiors. In fact, I have several friends working in those type of offices, and they're always working late. Seems like Emmy's office is way more flexible and lets you leave when you finish your work for the day. Makes sense, right?
yeah, it does make sense.
Apparently, the restaurant in the basement floor is free for employees. That's amazing, isn't it?
They have a
And you guys know
restaurant?
I love free. I don't think the beer
Japanese
is free,
restaurants
though,
are
so
so
all
good.
four women work at the same
Dude,
company. But two
I absolutely look at this. You can't tell. Oh man, I was just at it too. Wait, hold on. You can't tell me this doesn't look so comfy. Like I would die to eat in a place like this. This looks so comfortable and so cozy.
So all four
Oh,
women
I
work
love
at the
it.
same company, but two of them work in sales on a completely different floor.
私の同期です。みんな24歳。
They all met a few years back during company training. See, when new
That
grads
makes sense in
enter a
America. We
company
leave
for the
before
first
the
time,
work is
they're required to go
finished.
through formal company training called kenshi in Japanese. It's different with each
True.
company, but in their case, they actually had an induction ceremony, spent 1 week off-site together, and had an additional 2.5 months of training at the office.
This is like how it's supposed to
That's
be.
so
like
nice.
A regular workday in Japan. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Oh,
If
I
you thought
love
there's
that.
Anything that like stood out to you, or you thought was
I just
weird,
love-
or
I
that you
love
thought was
Japan,
just,
dude.
pretty much
They're
standard
just
in the rest of the
so-
world. Let me know in the comments. if you
It's
guys wanna see.
such a cozy, like every time you see anything Japanese, it's so like cozy, it's so welcoming, it's so nice. You know, it's like it's such a change from America where, you know, we're kind of brought up in like a, fight for your life kind of mentality. It's interesting. I love it. Wagyu beef top left. Is that Wagyu beef? We can do that one next. I don't see why not. Day in the life of a Japanese
This is a day in the life of a Japanese butcher.
Hell yeah. Oh, alarm. Most expensive beef is like $200 per pound. What?
This is Teru, 44 years old in a suburb of Tokyo,
I don't got
and
that.
he's just waking up for work.
I don't got that type of money.
He's not a morning person, and as much as he wants to get the day started like his Japanese counterparts, he often finds himself back asleep on the couch with his cute dog Yume. Oh,
I
his
feel
wife
that.
is up. He also has 2 boys, but just like their dad, they enjoy their sleep too.
Okay, so he has a whole life. Got it.
His wife is making a koroke sandwich for breakfast, which is fairly uncommon for Japanese, but it sure looks scrumptious.
That looks gross, dude.
いただきます。
What is that white stuff coming out of
Teru,
it?
do you often eat a koroke sandwich for breakfast?
今日はコロッケが
今日はコロ
余ったから。
ッケだったりパンだったりご飯だったりその時の気分に
See, I love this type of setting of Japanese houses. Like, I love both, but this is more of like a kind of laid back, more modernized Japanese house. Not too traditional. Semen, ew, gross.
So it only takes him a few minutes in the bathroom to get ready in the morning, and that sink shower surely helps.
Damn, I wish I could do that with my hair. Man, I would kill to not have tangles anymore, like I normally do. Like I have to always comb my hair out every morning. I wish I could just get up, do it real, wet it, and then I'm good. I don't have to actually do anything. It's so nice. I don't even eat breakfast. Yeah,
Teru
I
drives
don't even
about
eat.
10 to 15
I eat
minutes
breakfast
every day to get
sometimes,
to work.
but
Since public transportation in Tokyo is so
depends.
ubiquitous and reasonable, driving a car to work
Like
is
how early
quite
I wake
rare.
up and
In
stuff.
fact, only 5% of the people who live in Tokyo own a car, so it's quite a nice luxury to own one.
damn.
His shop is located in a jutakugai, which means an area where people live. Once you step outside of the center city area, you can find chill areas like this with a friendly vibe. So I'm back with another day in the life. Teru should be coming just around the corner. He drove to work today. Let's see what time he went to sleep last
I
night.
kind of like the whole no car though.
Good morning.
おはようございます
So what time did you sleep last night?
12時に寝ました
And what are you gonna do now?
これから店入って開店の準備します
Teru runs a local butcher shop, Yanagiya, which has been in his family for
Yanagiya.
73 years. It's named after his family, Yanagi, and Ya is a Japanese word that is commonly used at the end of store names. So he's a 3rd generation butcher, as his grandfather passed this shop down to his father, and his father passed it down to him. The first thing he does is to prepare the showcase. He turns on the refrigerator and cleans the shelves.
Dude, honestly,
Teru, so how long does it take you to
Dude.
clean in the morning?
掃除
it is enough work to even shower in the morning for me. Like, I hate showering, but I love being clean. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, I hate having to get everything going and actually move around and stuff and do things. But after, it's okay, well, it was worth it, But
5分
beforehand,
ぐらいですよね
every morning is the
夜
same
に
thing. I
大
don't
体
want to do
掃
it.
除しちゃうんで朝はちょこっと
Now he has to take out the garbage from the previous day. In Tokyo, businesses are required to pay for their trash, in this case with coupon stickers. In his ward, one 20-liter bag this size costs about $1.50 each time.
Interesting. That's an interesting thing. So you have to pay for your trash bag
Now, it's time to prepare the meat.
individually?
First, he brings out the meat from the refrigerator room and stores it back in the showcase.
Wait.
While also taking
Hold
a
on.
mental...
I didn't understand that. Wait, I want to repeat that. I don't wait, what?
Businesses are required to pay for their trash, in this case with coupon stickers. In his ward, one 20-liter bag this size costs about $1.50 each time.
He has to pay for his trash? What? I've seen this. I've watched it about 6 times. It's very interesting. Yeah, these are good. These are good videos. What's up, Freddy? How you doing, man? Why the frick he's sweeping outside like it ain't gonna get dirty again? Well, because why do you clean anything if it's just gonna get dirty again? Everything gets dirty again. Everything gets you clean it so it's clean for that day, then you clean it again. That's how cleaning works.
Now it's time to prepare the meat. First, he brings out the meat from the refrigerator room and stores
What
it
do you
back in the
mean,
showcase,
no?
while also taking a mental
Someone took his
inventory.
trash.
The showcase has about
Oh.
60 different kinds of meat, which requires a lot
Oh,
of
pay for
preparation.
someone
So
to
from
take his
here
trash.
on
I
out,
see.
it's his responsibility to continually fill the
That
empty
makes more
spaces in
sense.
the showcase. So what's your favorite meat?
牛肉のヒレとか美味しいです赤身が多いところが僕は好きです
I hate fillets.
How long have you been working as a butcher?
18歳ぐらいからやってるんで27年ぐらいですかね
Although he started officially working with his dad when he was 18, he actually got his first start when he was still in elementary school at his uncle's butcher shop. Closer to home than his dad's shop, he would stand on a crate behind the showcase and
Bacon!
greet customers, as well as wash dishes in the back. He also learned a great deal on how to cut meat from his uncle, a skill he would continue to hone later down the road. Okay, so what's the difference between that last meat and this one?
Fish
厚み
fillet
が違
fry
うんです
equals
しゃぶ
fish
しゃぶ用して
sticks.
て
I'm not a big fan of
薄
fish
めに切って
sticks
こうお
anymore.
湯で湯がいて食べるとか
これは
こっちはもうちょっと熱いんで炒め物とか
I didn't know that though.
焼いたりとかっていう感じで使い分けますね
In Japan, thinly sliced meat is commonly used in everyday home cooking, more often than thick steak meat. It's part of a butcher's job to know how to slice the meats in various thicknesses so it can be served in Japanese dishes such as shabu shabu, shogayaki, and yakiniku. So how is your meat different than, say, the neighborhood supermarkets?
やっぱもう扱ってる商品はもう全然違いますね生産者さんがこだわって作っている牛だったり豚だったり販売してるんで
Yanagiya only sells
Not
A5
bacon?
Sendai
That was
beef, which is
bacon.
famous for having a strict grading criteria for its meat, as only 30% of the cows in Miyagi Prefecture are good enough to be certified with that premium A5 medal. And all Japanese beef is considered Wagyu, but not all Wagyu is considered A5. And the specific Sendai farm that produces Teru's A5 Wagyu feeds its cows with an original blend of the 3 kinds of wheat, in addition to steamed rice, just as we humans eat.
That thing got ultra sucked, dude.
One of his morning tasks is to prepare shipments from an online supermarket in Japan called Cookpad Mart. It sells higher-end groceries from farms and local shops like
Wagyu,
Teru's.
wagyu, wagyu.
Now,
bye-bye.
Teru goes out and makes personal meat deliveries to local businesses such as restaurants and even child daycare facilities.
ありがとうございます
In fact, this cafe uses Teru's meat to make their in-house signature curry. Where are you going now?
次は保育園です給食用のお肉を届けに行きたいと思います
Oh, that's
Being the local
awesome.
butcher, he works closely with the community and naturally develops many worthwhile relationships with its members. That's the final stop, a Vietnamese restaurant.
はいじゃあぜひお願いしますお願いします
The butcher shop is now open for business.
取引歴300
はいあとはありますか
豚こまに100
100万200はい
はいありがとうございます
Dude, it
So the
is so
store's
funny
finally
seeing the kid
open.
order like
Teru
a,
was making
you know, at a
deliveries
counter
because
that's
key
half the
staff
height
already
or
arrived. Even though the
that
store
is
is
2
already
times
open,
height.
they still have a
He's
lot
half
of
height
prep
of.
to do. Let's go check out what else they have to do to prep the store. What's that?
コロッケですね
So
What's
Yanagiya
that?
doesn't only sell meat, but also fried dishes like korokke, cheese tonkatsu,
Yeah, that
and
was good.
hamkatsu. Damn, I'm getting hungry.
メンチを1つと
はい
ハムカツを1つ
Generally, Japanese housewives pick them up when they don't have time to cook or want to add one more dish to the table. Oh, and looks like the shop uses
I
a
wanna
water
be a Japanese
fryer, which
housewife.
keeps the oil fresh by separating the frying waste and preventing the oil from oxidizing. While one staff prepares the fried goods, the other
Can I get
staff takes
400
care of the
pounds
customers.
of
And of course,
A5
Teru
Wagyu
continues to
beef?
cut meat.
Buddy, what is your
So in a
obsession on
Japanese
Wagyu,
butcher
bro?
shop, you'll notice there's a lot more raw meat products when compared to
You just love
sausages,
Wagyu?
hams, marinated meats, and skewers, as this is what customers prefer. Oh, that's a Cook Pad Mart shipping service he was preparing for earlier this morning.
Oh,
Teru, what's that for?
ソーセージ屋さんにベーコン作ってもらうんで、これ持って行ってうちのオリジナルでベーコン作ってもらって。
bacon.
As a butcher and owner,
You
it's
be my
part of his job to
Japanese-
find and
Japanese
develop
housewife. I'd
partnerships
be
in
so
order
down
to
for
create
it.
new products to attract
No, it
customers.
just tastes good and it's simple as hell. I've never had it. I wish.
さっきの富永さんで作ってもらったベーコンです。
Look at that.
Wow,
さっきの富永さんで
This is the bacon I had made at the.
作ってもらったベーコンです。
wow, that looks delicious. So he was looking into making an original bacon for his shop, and through
Bacon.
his meat producer, he was introduced to this
Look at
sausage
that.
shop. And although his family already has established
Bacon.
vendors, he says it's still his responsibility to develop, evolve, and adapt his
Bacon.
business.
So you probably already noticed that all of us are wearing masks. I actually wanted to ask Teru how it's affected his business. Let's go ask him now.
Teru, so how's the business during this pandemic?
やっぱ家で食べる方がすごく多くて、コロナの時は本当いつもよりすごくお客さん来てくれて忙しかったですね。
How about now?
今はまただいぶ落ち着いてきましたけど、なんかベースはちょこっと上がってる感じはしますね。
For everyone's safety, he limits the number of customers up to 3 at a time in order.
It's good to know that COVID didn't just destroy every business in the world. Like it did. It as much as there was bad, there was also some good that you could, there was some light from the what am I trying to say? There's some light in the storm. You feel me? There's some sunlight in the storm.
In order to maintain social distancing, ask customers to wear masks,
You know
and
what I
they
mean.
clean the store throughout the day.
So it's just after 1, it's quiet down a little bit. Let's go ask them some questions.
So why did you decide to work here?
代表とカフェで知り合いまして、人がいなくなったんで入ってくれないかって。
And how about you?
もともとお客なんですけど、このお肉大好きだったんで、あと代表もうちで会って挨拶とかしてくれて、すごいいい人だったんで。
Nice. I feel like everyone loves him in this area.
3437円でね。
Guys, do
Time
y'all
for
love me?
deliveries.
Am I a good
and
boss?
look at the size of that pig. Incredible. Never thought I'd see a guy carrying a pig on his shoulder on the streets of Tokyo.
Oh, gross.
はい、じゃあすみません、失礼します。
Oh, and there's a poultry and the beef delivery too.
Ooh. I just want to look at the after they cut it up.
Where are
and
you
make it look
going
good.
now?
That looks gross.
これからランチを
Makes me not want to eat it.
Finally, lunchtime! He usually takes a short lunch at a nearby cafe or simply goes for takeout. Today, he's quickly eating at one of the shops he delivered to earlier. What's that?
防水のエプロン、それから豚の骨をこうと思うんで。
So before it gets busy around 4 p.m. when all the housewives come to shop for dinner, he usually strips the bones from the pork meat.
That's gross.
What part is that?
ロースとバラですね。
Apparently,
Ew!
refrigerating the meat with the bone in and no vacuum pack helps evaporate moisture, which then condenses the meat and creates a deeper umami flavor. At his shop, the pork is stored bone in, but the beef is too big to store that way, so the vendor delivers the beef with bone stripped, umami rich, and vacuum sealed. These little details make a huge difference in taste, so Teru works diligently to provide his customers with the best meat possible.
That was so gross.
Oh, that's curry from the cafe. It smells amazing. As part of his job, he also trains the staff how to prepare and package products for sale, as well as how to cut the meat.
Okay, but it all looks good there. I
Screamed
just don't
out
like
to
the
me, and he
un.
still cutting
The
meat.
beforehand.
I thought that maybe by the afternoon and towards the end of the day, all of the stuff he cut you can just use, but he's still cutting meat. It's amazing.
So as mentioned earlier, the shop only serves A5 meat, which is the highest quality of meat you can get in Japan based on their own grading
That's why you
system.
say
Factoring in
A5
qualities
Wagyu
like
beef.
yield, firmness, texture, and marbling, nothing beats A5 Wagyu beef.
So as I'm looking around, I'm actually pretty curious as what's the most expensive meat in the shop. Let's go ask Teru.
これ一番、うちで高いシャトーブリアン、ヒレの一部分なんですけど、本当希少部位でめったに取れない部分なんで、で赤身の中でも本当一番柔らかくて美味しいところです。これは2100円です。100g。
$90 a pound.
It seems like the stores...
Okay, buddy. I think your $200 a pound was a little overboard. Okay, the most expensive was $90 a pound. Okay,
Getting busy.
buddy.
And it's pretty clear that Teru loves everything about being a butcher, including communicating with his customers. Oh, a customer is buying the premium A5 beefsteak, and included in the wrapping is a white square block. In Japan, butchers commonly provide free blocks of beef fat to cook the steak with. The Wagyu fat provided has a sweet flavor called Wagyu-to, and it adds a distinct scent and flavor to the dish.
That's nice. Those knives are scary, dude.
So 2 hours before the store closes, Teru and his staff start cleaning the store. They wash every single knife, chopping board, sanitize the whole store. Also, to thoroughly clean each machine, he takes it apart piece by piece every night. I wonder if every
there's
country
no
is
American
this
that does
meticulous
that.
about cleaning.
No
so
way.
Teru tells me that refrigerated meat usually expires within 3 to 5 days, but his shop almost never has any dead stock.
There is no American that does that. That cares enough to do that. Okay. Maybe small businesses, but nothing like that.
Are you done for today?
終わりました。
So before going home, he needs to make a couple deliveries. He drops off pork at a tonkatsu restaurant and the pork bones he cut out earlier at a ramen shop. I guess little goes to waste at his shop.
He does look really friendly though.
Yay, finally home! It looks like they're having sukiyaki for dinner. And of course, using Yanagiya's meat.
Yucky?
Ah, that looks incredible!
じゃあいただきます。
いただきます。
So this is how Teru ends his night. He spends time with his family, having dinner, and then after that he'll probably have a bath, spend some more time with his family, and then go to sleep by 12 o'clock. That's pretty much a day in the life of a Japanese butcher. If you guys like this video, help me out and hit that like button. If you guys want to help support the channel, check out the
pretty sick.
Tokyo merch if you want to see what I'm doing on the
A
daily.
day in the
You can
life of a
definitely check out my
Japanese
Instagram account. And
baby,
if you wanna see more day in the life
5-month-old.
videos, hit that subscribe
Okay, I'm like super curious about